Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Adventure Beer Advent Calendar review. So, day 9 today. I think it is day 9. No, yeah, it is day 9. And I can never remember on these chuffing days. So, I've already got the beer out of the box because I can't be bothered to keep lifting the box from there over to here. Especially when you've got 2 boxes, it gets heavy. And that one's really heavy because it's a lot of modern traditional beers. Today's beer of the day is from Dancing Duck Brewery. Cracking beer, cracking brewery. It is, what is it? Fashionably pale, hoppy pale. Yeah. What's the name of it? Not sure what even the name of the beer is. DC UK. Okay, now it's there in front of me. Blind as a duck. There you go. DC UK. Good evening, Thomas. Says on the back here, bottled by Dancing Duck Brewery. No ducks were harmed in the production of this beer. A great aroma and powerful upfront hoppy bitterness give way to an explosion of citrus and pine flavors. A full-on hop attack, not for the faint-hearted. This is a brewery whose beers that I see on a cask all the time at the Star Inn in Beeston. Good evening, Addy. That glass has been in the dishwasher as well. It looks well manky. Don't think it's actually properly clean either. I think it's been in the glass and not been turned on. Oh no. And I can't go out at the moment, so I'll just have to make do with a slightly manky glass. These things happen, don't they? Yeah. To be fair, at one stage with glasses, I used to just drink out the same glass day in, day out, turn the glass upside down, then use it again. I'm better than that these days. I actually wash the glasses first. Well, oh bother. Ooh, lively. So that is a lively pour. Good evening, Neil. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. Bloody hell. Wife will have a right dicky. And at least it didn't shoot up and go all over the laptop, but it was lively nonetheless. So, hope everyone's went to Smiling Grape and said hello. Bless you. He's all right, isn't it? Was it Matt on today? Tallish bloke, quite posh. Bedfordshire, though, isn't it? They're a lot posher down there than they are in Nottingham. But yeah, he's a sound bloke. Good supporter of the channel. Right. That's the beer mostly wiped up. And I'll have to get a cloth out later and do a proper job on it. So, yeah, lively pour from Dancing Duck. Used to always see these guys over at the Robin Hood Beer Festival. Got greyish white hair. Yeah, nice bloke. Yeah, used to always see this brewery over at Nottingham Robin Hood Beer Festival. Sadly, the last 3 years, not been. And whether they've decided that beer festivals are too expensive for them to, to carry on with. I suppose it's all down to the breweries, isn't it? Yeah, so we've got a new dog. Picked a new dog up today, and she's proper timid, and she's having a bit of a sniff around the house. And yeah, so here's the beer. Looks like a golden looking pour in this light, at least. Phantom Brewing ATM machine, 5.2% DDH, pale in my calendar today. Ooh, Phantom Brewing. Neil, barrel drop at Phantom Brewing, chocolate and walnut stout, 6% on keg. Stunning. Both, I've been down twice this week and had the same beer twice. Well, the wife had it yesterday, but I still had the drink. And absolutely stunning. I don't know where they're based, but it's they've my radar has been heightened to their presence. This is the great thing about beer breweries that you've never had before, because breweries that you've never had before are the breweries you drink a beer and you're like, oh, no, I don't know this brewery, and then you have another drink and you think, hey, oh, these are actually quite decent. So, Ali, I've posted, just posted online. So we've gone for, her name was Panda. So we've gone for the black and white one. Yeah, so, yeah, she's in the house now. We brought her back from Lincolnshire. An hour on the way back. She's sitting there quite content, shaking a little bit. Obviously, like you would be, you're nervous, aren't you? Picked her out of the car and did a flipping poo in the car, didn't she? On top of the cushion. I didn't realise as I went down. I think I must have scared her, to be fair. So obviously nerves. So I've had to put that on the line and put me jacket in the wash. But these things happen, can't be helped. And she's just now had to give her a bath the minute we got home, because obviously she stunk anyway. But yeah, give her a bath, and she obviously was very cold and wet, so laid her down in the front room, and we're literally about 3 or 4 hours in, and I understand it's going to take a few days for her to to understand that her world's changed, from being basically an outdoor dog that's got room to run all the way she wants outdoors, and then probably go in and to being a dog with family. Let her outside. She did a big wee, walked all the way through my grass and my flower beds and that, and I'm like, get off my bloody grass. But she's got to be trained first. She's got to understand that she's got a new name. So her original name was Panda. I don't know that name for a dog. And so we've called her Peppa, Peppa. There's a little short on the channel already with her on it while I was outside. And yeah, hopefully she settles in quickly, and she realizes that she's in a good home, hopefully, at least. So back to the beer. Golden Pour, Whitehead. Have you seen the short, mate? Yeah, citrusy nose on this. Like I say, Dancing Duck Brewery do a lot of good cask beers. I certainly am. Coming back later. Yeah, I should be back on at 8 o'clock as well. Good evening, Kevin and Darren. I meant to say as well. Manners. I like good manners. Ooh. Very nice. Easy drinking citrus beer. DC UK. I've seen this on cask at the Star Inn. Sure I have. But not had it. Must have been a day when there was other beers that I fancied, or I didn't drink that day, one of the two. Because normally I go through a menu. Some big beers being released this week in the world of beer. Neon Raptor are releasing Centaur Army on Monday, 5 o'clock, down at the tap room in Nottingham. I put 3 new beers out this weekend as well. Centaur Army and the Barrel Aged Centaur Army. I will hope to get the Barrel Aged Centaur Army on Monday. Bang the Elephant. Now, I love Bang the Elephant, but you're drinking German snaps. Fair play, fair play. Thank you, Cara. And good evening. Yeah. Forgot the word now. I'll get there in the end. Yeah, Bang the Elephant are releasing 3 new beers on Monday as well. All big impy stouts, the biggest being a 14.2%. It's going to be interesting to see what the prices are. And not only that, Bang the Elephant now are getting ridiculously popular. And for me, they're going to have to up the rate of beers that they make, because they just sell out so quickly. And better to have twice the amount. But I suppose you've got to balance the books, haven't you, in a lot of ways. Good evening, George. Do you like a Christmas Baileys? Of course. Got to have a Baileys at Christmas. Yes. We've literally got 9 bottles in the shed in the cold, waiting to come up for Christmas. So I'm sure we'll have probably a bottle a day. Yeah. Baileys and the Audi Ballycastle versions as well. She is. She's timid at the moment. She's placid and timid. I think once she's with us and once she gets into it, she'll be a lovely dog. You know, I'm just having a few glasses of Yellowtail Merlot tonight. Fair play, fair play. Ordering from Takian again. Going for the beef and mushroom on your recommendation. It was nice, to be fair. Have you seen the Tech Club card £10 price? Yes, yes. £10. Well worth getting yourself a couple of bottles. Baileys have a good year or so on the date. So, you know, as long as you don't open it, you know, a year to drink it. Yeah. But it lasts 2 fucking weeks. But, pardon my French. But, you know, these things happen. So, yeah, we went over today to the... and there is a video coming out where I explain this as well. Beer with Raggy, but it's taken a fucking age to upload. But it's no, I've not been in Beeston today. No, off to Cockney tomorrow evening. Fair play. You have a great time. Some amazing local beers there. Some good new ones gone on as well. Yeah, great place to go. Monday's the best time to go because it's cheap. Next bank holiday Monday, I'm bloody going down, and I'm going to sample the whole menu. Take the wife down and sample the whole lot. £2.50 a beer. Why would you not? And then stagger to the bus, half pissed. But yeah, today's the 1 year anniversary of Charlie. You know, going to sleep. Tough morning. But the strangest thing is that I'll go into far more detail. I've gone into far more detail on the video. Where we went today, I had a feeling the location is exactly the location that I thought we got Charlie from. Got there. And it basically, 99% sure it's the same place where we actually got Charlie from. So Pepper, as she is now called, is a dog. She's 2 years old, and they tried to breed her, but she wouldn't have it. So, you know, so they wanted her to go to a good home, and that's what they do. They breed dogs, but the female dogs, when they've come to the end of, you know, after a couple of births, they, you know, offload to good families for free. So bloody hell, absolutely stunning. You know, there was a dog there with a puppy today, and she had 13 puppies. 13 puppies. Cute little bloody things as well. They're in the same room, and the rest of the dogs are outside and all sold. So obviously the lady's making a good bit of profit off it, but the dogs are all looked after, all had their injections and all that. So that's good to see. You know, you don't want these people who have dogs just for breeding and then don't care about the dogs. You know, obviously more in a business sense than a family sense. But there you go. So on to the beer. So yeah, DC UK. My first time having this beer from Dancing Duck Brewery. Based in, I always forget where they're based. So, and actually, it doesn't tell you. Yeah, SEBA Regional Winner 2014. SEBA Gold winner. So it's been around a fair while. Yeah, like I say, new for me. There we go. Lively pour, good head on it. Yeah, slight haze on the pour, to be fair. Looks golden in my light and looks orangey on that light. Forest picked up a point today. Was it at home or away? I have no idea. I ain't watched, to be honest. Like I said last night, I feel sorry for Steve Cooper. He's in a no-win situation where the owners, good owners, mind you, put a lot of money into the club, but somebody else is choosing who they buy. Their, I don't know, director of football, and all these bloody players, then they haven't got the heart. They may have skill, but they don't care. Money. Yeah. I'd rather go for players that are guaranteed, who actually put a shift in and care about what they do and follow the plan. Because obviously with all matches, there's a plan. Away to Wolves. It's good then. It's good they did that then. Yeah. We need to start drawing away and actually winning back home again. We've lost 2 on the bounce at home. Can't keep doing that. And hopefully, you know, the fans will keep supporting. Hopefully, they've had a lot of injuries. A One-Way is our king player, bloody injured all the time. Yeah, I'd get rid of a lot of them. I'd look for talent in the lower divisions and bring them into Forest. You know, talent from the Championship who are thirsty and ready for it. Not these players from abroad. It's all about, you know, I just don't understand it. Forest have got a good academy as well. You know, the under-23s or whatever they're called these days are doing really well. So it just goes to show you that a lot of these in the first team need fucking off. Pardon my French. Citrus, pine on the aroma and on the taste. Quite a nice twangy pine, to be fair. Obviously, still a modern traditional beer. DC UK, Dancing Duck Brewery, a cracking company. Hey. But anyway, yeah, decent brewery, to be fair. Very wet this morning. Don't know if anybody was out this morning, but I got absolutely, totally and utterly soaked. It started at 8 o'clock. It was still dark at 8 o'clock this morning. I went to the job and I'm there and I'm like, it's still dark. And there's so much work to do. And for a lot of the people I work for, whose gardens I do, it's their last bin day. So, you know, the garden has to be done, whatever needs doing. So I did 2 gardens, come away, then went and got the dog. And the rest of it is history. Cheers. 2 reviews tonight. Been a while since I've had a Dancing Duck, certainly in bottle. It has been a while. Like I say, used to be stalwarts of the Robin Hood Beer Festival, but not recently. Certainly not since they moved to the cricket ground, which is the 3rd year at the cricket ground. Hopefully they'll come back. A good modern traditional cask brewery. I had a couple of mango Vault City sours last night. They are nice. How are you getting on with sours? I love the fruity sours. It's funny, really, because Vault City, they are, for me, the absolute kings of fruit beers. Doesn't matter if they're tart or sour. They're fruit beers. So those session fruit beers are actually, when it says peach, you get the peach that you expect. Fucking amazing. Strawberry, same, and so on. Amazing. You don't get a whisper of the ABV. That's good. That's a beer that is really not a beer, if you get me. It's just a glass of alcoholic mango. Exactly. Yeah, some of these are like that. But in some ways, a beer that masks its ABV is a very interesting beer, you know, until you're pissed up out your face later. But, you know, these things happen to me a lot. Yeah. You know, some beers you get that the ABV wallops you straight away and it's like, fucking hell. Yep, that's strong. And the other beers you're drinking and, you know, they are great. Love fruity sour is probably my favourite tipple. Yeah, I love Fruity. I think it's strawberry beer, isn't it? And I love the, from supermarkets, the Bacchus Creek or Bacchus Creek, and that's the cherry one. And Framboise, the raspberry one. Love those fruity beers. Don't like anything too sour. Some are like battery acid. And this is where we're all very different. We all like what we like. I mean, Hogarden absolutely ate the bloody beer. A mate of mine, we was out on the the drink, as it were. I was going to say the piss, but I called it the drink, you know. Then I said the piss anyway, so it didn't really fucking matter, did it? Pardon my French. You know, for anybody who don't like swearing. And we'd all been on the beer. I mean, we cleared the top of Yates's, yeah, in a way, in a fashion, getting to the bar. Anyway, went to the Bell Inn, and my mate says, Vault City up in Scotland, Edinburgh. Got a tap room as well. I think they've got 2 tap rooms, if memory serves me correctly. An amazing brewery. Been to Nottingham, brilliant brewery. But yeah, we went in the Bell Inn, and my mate got me a pint of Ogard, and it's like, sniffed it. It's like, it's got a funny smell. And this is well before the days of beer reviews. Drank, sipped it, and I'm like, oh my God, it's rancid. And he paid, I mean, in them days, probably £4 for the pint. These days, it'd probably be about 7. And it was bloody horrible. 3 hours to drink 1 pint. Everybody else had about 4 more pints. 4 or 5 even, and I'm on the same pint. Couldn't stand it. It's absolutely disgusting. And even nowadays, I can tolerate it because of beer reviews and, you know, trying new beers all the time. It gets you learn to appreciate new beers. You may not like them, but you learn to appreciate taste and styles of beers. But still, yeah, it's certainly not a beer that I would want to go for on a day out. Pastry sours are probably your fave, right? Yeah, I do like pastry sours. I mean, we went to Barrel Drop last night. We went into town, let my son see the Christmas Wonderland. It was absolutely shit. It was crap. Very expensive. And went to the Barrel Drop and had a Christmas porter from Little Brewing rather. Amazing brewery. Their Christmas porter, banging on cask. And on keg from Hamilton, a salted caramel stout. That was amazing too. And then the Phantom Brewing one. Carla, absolutely 100% agree with that. And let me just put that on. There we go. And there we go. Yeah, absolutely agree with that comment. It's just there to, it's the city council. I mean, you've got the sky rink. So, you know, for ice skating, if you want to skate around the top, do a few laps or whatever, how many laps you get, that's worth doing. But the rest of it, expensive, really expensive. Not much there. It's all about stalls, and they have to pay a fortune to get there, you know. I mean, it may be on for the duration of, December the 9th now. Yeah, so probably all of December up to about the 24th. Mellors, it's all about Mellors. Mellors are very powerful, shall we say, in Nottingham with the City Council and Goose Fair. And obviously they also own Ingermel's Fantasy Island. That's theirs as well. So they're not short of a few bob. But yeah, it's in some ways it's a good addition to Nottingham, but the pricing is expensive. But a lot of that's down to the City Council charging a stupid amount of money. So these people need to sell a lot of stuff before they even start making money. I wish Nottingham, I totally agree with what you just said as well. Families who want to do something for the children. If you look at the Woolerton, the lights at Woolerton, they're a silly, ridiculous price as well. Although Theme Park Worldwide got in for free. So, yeah, good for them. A lovely, modern, traditional beer, lovely golden beer, citrusy, piney, DC UK. Like I say, first time drinking it. I do like Dancing Duck, make some nice beers, sticking to their modern traditional ways and cask, modern traditional and cask, not venturing into craft beer. I think some breweries are better off staying as a modern traditional brewery. Some breweries can do both. and some breweries are craft beer only. It's very interesting how that is. Are you having a session tonight after this review? Just a couple. I've still got some banging imperial stouts here, so but I'm also waiting for dinner to come. So no, we've got the new dog to look after tonight, so we need her to realise it's a new world for her, and settle her in. Good evening, Benjamin. Yeah, and settle her into our world, and there's going to be mistakes. I mean, she did a big pee out in the garden, which I was thankful for. There's going to be mistakes, but she seems a lovely girl. Thank you. Charlie was a puppy, so he never really knew anything. I had to he was that dinkum when I picked him up. He was that big. When we got him, he was as big as my hand. That's all he was. I had to put another piece of wood on the gate because the little bugger was trying to get under the gate to get out. The new girl, she is, in the front garden, she was like a bloody whippet. She soon got around on the grass. I couldn't fucking get to her quick enough. And it's like, get off my fucking grass. And the mud. But in the back garden, I've got to go out in the back garden, set the back garden up 8 o'clock, matey. Next live. Yeah. And I may have a pre-live beer. These things happen. Yeah. You never know. But yeah. But yeah, it's going to be, I think it might be a long night tonight. Yeah. And mistakes will happen, wheeze and poos and stuff. Yeah. I already got poo on my hand today, so that's great. I didn't know. Picked her up, put her in. But, smells a bit. Put her down and it's like, oh no, my jacket, my hand. So bless her little cotton sockies, We must remember that animals are as big a part of the world as we are. We are certainly not the kings of this world. Yeah, even insects are, just as valuable as we are. Apart from spiders and fucking mice and shit like that. But yeah, they invade your life. I'm enjoying beer last 3 nights. Fair play. Was a late one last night. Went to Yorkshire Wildlife Park, an illumination event. It was really good. Oh, that's interesting. Good for the wildlife park to have, as long as it doesn't affect the animals, to have an event on, because obviously it keeps brings money in, doesn't it? And any money that can be good for the parks to keep them going, keep paying for the animals' welfare and food, heating, is a good thing. And also it gets you out. It was rammed, bless them. A lot of companies, tough time for a lot of companies at the moment. The world's still a shit world, as it is for all of us. It is tough times. And always makes me laugh that them with money, all these mega billionaires, spat on about things. And for me, I tax the shit out of them and get them to pay for a lot of the stuff in the world. Pets are good for the soul. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping as well. I'm hoping that we get a bond pretty quickly. She learns. She's come on since earlier. She just sat in the bed earlier, didn't move at all. Bless her, shaking. She's scared out of her life. Poor little thing is. And I'm hoping by the end of the night I've seen what she was in the garden when she had a bit of free reign running around. So I know that she'll love the garden, the house. Never been for a walk. So, it's all interesting stuff. It's going to be a very interesting night. See if she starts crying. I think my youngest, because that's who we want the bond with him. He's 13 years old. He's got autism, which doesn't stop him, but it can. The cruel people in the world, other kids really, can be little shitbags. But for him to have something to focus on, positive, is amazing. Mental health is so important, absolutely so important in the world we're in. Keeping that good mental health going and trying to keep away from the bad mental health. So, Not long before I need to knock off anyway for this review. Have a good one, mate. So yeah, slightly hazy pour from Dancing Duck Brewery. Golden looking pour, white head, good lacing on the glass, to be fair. Citrus and pine, all about the citrus and pine from these good people. Oh, very nice indeed. Would I drink it again? Yes. When I see it on cask, I'll make sure I get it. Although I'm not really doing cask beer reviews. I may go back to doing cask beer reviews, because not always do I want to bring a beer home and do a 10-minute bloody review. Legless Jester, Cern Abbas, 4.7. I must get some Cern Abbas. You know, there's breweries that you see and you think to yourself, I need to review your beers. The big breweries are always reviewed because, you know, that's where certain beer reviewers will earn big views because it's Verdant or, you know, them sort of things. But I like to give the smaller breweries a bit of a bump, because I think that's the way to be, you know. Support, well, like local. I always support local anyway. Always have done. Would I drink this beer again? Yes. Out of 5, good 4.3 out of 5. A lovely beer. Definitely got the citrus. Definitely got the pine, as it said. And now I've got to go back in and go and see our dog. Cern Abbas are decent traditional beers, but they expect 45 quid for 12 delivered. Yes, yeah. Mixed case, but they kindly let me customize the mixed case when I emailed them. That's what I'll do, Benjamin. You know, unless if they don't do the option, I'll ask them, look, I do beer reviews. Not that that makes me special or anything. Doesn't mean nothing in the grand scheme of things. But is there a chance that I can have a mixed case, you know, and choose my own beers and see if they go for that? Some breweries don't you know, they're not interested. And then some breweries, you know, they already know, or some breweries are interested and will let you, you know. But it all depends on the brewery. But anyway, massive thank you to everyone who's popped in tonight for a live. Didn't really put it on that I was doing it too early today. I will put the 8 o'clock one on when I get off here. But thank you as always, and we'll see you later. Cheers. Then it takes me half an hour to turn the bloody laptop off. You know, this is what it is.